What's up, Ecom Lion here, and I know your Facebook ads, the CPMs are just almost as big as this pimple right here. It's just huge, so let's fix that right now. The first thing you have to do is understand what CPM is. If you already know that, you can skip ahead. If you don't, CPM stands for cost per 1,000 impressions. So if we jump into my Facebook ads right here, this is a campaign I ran recently, and as you can see here, this campaign in particular, the CPM here, $142.26. That is outrageous. That is not okay, and to be honest, it has gotten worse over the last 6 to 12 months. That's because Facebook advertising is getting more competitive. However, there is a fix, and as you can see in the campaign above, we were able to reduce it down to $42.97. So we're going to jump into that very soon, but what you have to understand is CPM stands for cost per 1,000 impressions. That's how much Facebook is actually charging you and your company to show your ad to 1,000 people. Okay, enough of the nonsense, let's break into the strategy. This is how it's going to work. Instead of creating a conversions campaign from the start, what we are going to do is create an engagement campaign and run it for 1 day, maybe 2 days tops. The idea here is Facebook's going to now see your ad, it's going to send a whole bunch of cheap traffic into your ads as engagement traffic. So it's not conversions, you're not going to get many sales, if any, from this. That's okay, that's totally fine. What you're doing is you're getting people to interact with your pixel, you're getting people to interact with your ad. From there, we're going to duplicate that and make it a conversions campaign, and all of a sudden Facebook goes, well, people actually do like this, so yeah, let's show it to more people for cheaper prices. From there, your CPMs will drop. It's as simple as that, and this is how we do it. So what you want to do is click create in the top left hand corner. You're then going to click engagement. We're going to go post engagement, and we can name the campaign anything we like, but let's just call it CBO engage, I can't spell, engagement tester. Under ad set, we're going to call it ad set 1 just for now, and under ad we can call it ad 1, and then bottom right hand corner, you can't see it right now, but just down here you'll click continue. Okay, let's make the magic happen. So what you're going to do is under campaign budget optimization, that's what the CBO stands for earlier, we're going to switch that on, and we're going to make the budget $50. That's going to allow Facebook to assign as much budget of that $50 it wants across the multiple ad sets which we're going to create right now. So let's do the first one. So our ad set, this is the category essentially which our ads are going to run under. You want to leave the ad set name for now. Under start time, you want to make it tomorrow and make it from 12 AM. The reason for that is because we want the ad to run across 24 hours. We're going to scroll down, and under locations, make it United States, because I know I can only get fast shipping to USA for this particular product. We are then going to start with our detailed targeting. So this is where we start targeting the interests. Now, for this product, for this example, let's say we're selling a magic sponge which helps clean your home. So let's say we want to target kitchen. Now, kitchen is going to be a very competitive niche already, so we'd probably go for something a bit different. So I'll scroll down and go, okay, kitchen knife. If you're interested in kitchen knives, you're probably interested in spending a little bit more money on like quality products, which is why you may want a really quality sponge. We're going to do the standard. We're going to exclude drop shipping. Give it a second to load. We're going to exclude AliExpress, and we're also going to exclude Shopify. Be careful here to choose the interest one, not the employers. We're going to leave detailed targeting off, and as you can see, we have an audience now of 1.9 million, which is perfect. And we can leave everything as it is. That's our ad set sorted. The only thing I would do is, now that I've set this to be kitchen knife, I would then scroll up and then go kitchen knife. So for the ads, I won't actually go through step by step. I'm going to make this very, very quickly, but it's basically as you normally would for a normal ad. You're going to choose your Facebook page, Instagram account. We're going to go create new ad, and we're going to set up our ad as we normally would. So I'll do this for us right now. Okay, so as we can see here, the ad is ready to go. We have our ad, we have our copy all good to go. Everything is set up. Now all we need to do is actually duplicate it. So we'll change the name to Sponge Ad 1. And we can now click the 3 dots here and click quickly duplicate. That's going to give us one copy of the ad. From here we can change it to Sponge Ad 2. I'm going to keep the copy and everything the same. The only thing I'm going to change is the actual thumbnail or the scroll stopper, so we can test something different out and see if it works better. So I'll change it to this one. So now we have 2 ads ready to go. We've got 1 ad set under kitchen knife. So from here, it's just a matter of duplicating. So based off our strategy, what we want to do is have 4 total ad sets for our $50 budget. So I'm going to go action menu, go duplicate, and then duplicate it 3 times into the existing campaign. So like this. It will take just a moment. And now we're basically all good to go. The only thing we have to do now is change the interest. So let's say we wanted to target something other than kitchen knife. Let's say we want to target cutting boards. So I would put the cutting board in there, get rid of kitchen knife, and up the top, write cutting board. Audience size of 2.5, that's very, very good. You want them to be very similar audience sizes. Anywhere between 2 million up to say 4.5, 5 million is the golden zone. So we're going to do the exact same process down here. Let's go. Whatever you do here is what you want to use very soon in the next day or so. So make sure you don't just choose random ones. You actually want to choose ones which are specific for your business and your ad. And that is it. Now there's a couple of ways to publish this. If you've never published an ad before or an ad campaign before, you can click close. And then we can publish it up here, review and publish. The other thing you can do is you can click publish bottom right hand corner. The only thing I would say is if you do click publish here, it's going to only publish this one ad set. So what you want to do is come to the very top of the campaign so it selects the entire campaign and then click publish. That's going to publish and we are good to go. So we're almost there. We wait about 24 hours. What we should see now is we jump back into Ads Manager after about 24 hours and your CPM should be nice and low. It should be about $3 to $7. As you can see, I'm wearing the same clothes. We're not going to wait 24 hours for this video, but what you will see is a nice low CPM. From there, all we have to do is duplicate this campaign. So you can duplicate it here. Create new campaign, number of copies 1, everything stays exactly the same. You just click duplicate. It's going to pop up our ad window here on the right hand side. Anything in white down here, that's the old campaign, so you don't have to worry about it. It's just the green stuff we're looking at. The first thing you want to do is change the campaign name. So from CBO Engagement Tester to CBO Conversions Tester. We now change engagement to conversions. A pop-up will appear. We just click continue. And from there we can scroll down. Now this is where you set your budget. So before we had $50 because we're just trying to get a bit of engagement, a bit of traffic onto our ads. Now we want to run a very proper normal interest targeting campaign. So depending on which YouTubers or which gurus you follow, you will have different options here. I like to go $100 over 4 ad sets. I feel like that's a really nice amount for each ad set to get some really quality testing behind it. From here, we just have to come into all of our different ad sets. So you can do it manually by clicking each one. One thing that I've found which works really well is if you just click on the first ad set, go to the bottom one, hold down shift and then click. It will highlight all of them. You want to select the conversion event for the pixel. Now that's because we have just set up a conversion campaign, so you do have to select this, a conversion event. So make sure you do that. It's really, really important. The last thing you want to do is go into each ad set manually, and you do have to do this one manually, unfortunately. For some reason, when you duplicate a campaign, Facebook automatically turns on detailed targeting expansion. So we've gone from a 2 million audience to 210 million. It's not going to work. So you want to turn that off, and you just have to go through each one, turning it off. It should only take a second. From here, we close out, we go review and publish, and you click publish. And you're good to go. One last thing I almost forgot to mention. You can now turn off the engagement campaigns. The engagement tester campaign we ran before, we can now jump back in and switch it off, because now that we have our conversions running and we already have a low CPM on the engagement one, that low CPM should now transfer to the conversions campaign. That's not to say you're going to get a conversions campaign with a $5 CPM. It won't happen. But what you should notice is your CPM should be lower than anything you've run in the past, or it would be lower than what you normally would run. If you found value in this, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Once we do reach 1,000 subscribers, we are creating a Ecom Lion Facebook group only for Ecom Lion subscribers. So there's going to be no scammers, no nonsense, no one selling courses. It's just going to be quality content. So if you want to be a part of that, subscribe down below. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.